Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be sharing to you how to do API automation with SuiteDash. Now, I'm going to be using FlowMattic um, for the automation with API. FlowMattic is like Zapier, but it's a WordPress plugin, so it's inside the WordPress if you have a WordPress account, of course, but you can use any other software. So first thing you want to do is, of course, go to their API documentation by going to your browser and then typing in SuiteDash API documentation, and then read through it, and then you should see an option to go to their Swagger page, and then from here, um, I'm going to be showing to you how it is going to be done. Now, there are two things that we need inside the SuiteDash. You're in SuiteDash account. You'd go to integrations on the upper right side of the portal, and then look for integrations, and then go to API, create your API secret key from there. So we would need the public ID or the basically the API key, and at the same time the API secret key. Now, let me just go ahead and click this one. Oh, not this one, sorry. Let me click this one here. Now, um, the API key, the value should be X public ID. That's what they are requiring. And it is case sensitive, so let's make sure that we use this. And it should be placed in the header. And at the same time, the secret key should be in this format, X dash secret dash key. And it also should be placed in the header as well. Now, first thing I'm going to be showing to you is how to get the meta attributes of the contact. Now, I've actually already did some tests before this video, but let me show it to you. So I'll go to FlowMattic. So from here, let me just remove this one first. This is not what we need right now, so we're going to be needing this one. So we will be needing the API endpoint URL, which I've already placed, which you can find inside their documentation, which is this one here. So if you read through this, you can see that the server is app.suitedash.com/secure-API. So this is basically their API URL, and we will just have to add /contact/meta. And that's why here you would see the API, their server, and then /contact/meta. And then for authentication, it says in their documentation that we're going to be putting it in the header, which what we are doing, or what we need to do. And at the same time, the header should be in this format, which is X public ID and then X secret key, which I've already placed the informations here. And next, let's go ahead and go back and see whether, yep, no parameters required. In this case, we're not going to be adding any parameters as well. And let's hit on save. And as you can see, we've got all the informations in. So we've got first name, last name, and everything. Basically all the information, all the fields that you have under contacts, and also including the custom fields as well. Now, the reason why I had to do this first is to quickly figure out which informations or which fields are required. So as you can see, last name is required. So when we're trying to add a contact inside SuiteDash using their API, then we need to make sure that we include the last name, the first name, and I believe email address. And yeah, I think that those are the informations that are required. Now, so we've got those informations. what we need to do then is, oh, another thing is what we can do is go to this here and let's execute it here using Swagger. We would then see the same information what we saw inside FlowMattic, but we have a better idea on what would be the value, the key that we will be using, which we will be using to map what value we need to place. So for last name, so this one, I think, oh, let's just go to the top part. There you go. So last name, it should be in this form, this exact format, or yeah. So it should be last underscore name, and same goes with the first name. And got email, and let's look for Skype and Skype. There you go. Now this is case sensitive. If you place an uppercase S here, then the API connection would return a null value under Skype. Skype is a custom field that we added. Now let's go back to FlowMattic, and then so what we're going to be doing, what we will be doing now is adding a contact. Now let's go to their documentation, and let's go up this one. This is it. Oh wait, no, let me check. It's a contact meta. Let's go to adding a contact. Here we go. Create a new contact. And oh, another thing, what we need to make sure is we need to use this action event, which is post. So there are a couple of this we got. There's post, get, put, delete, but I don't think they, at the moment, I don't think their API has the option to delete. So what we do have available here is we've got company and only has get and put, and these are the only things that you can basically do. And contact, we also got get and get post and put, and we also have marketing, and you can post. So let's go back to adding a contact. There you go. So it's a post, and then the URL endpoint is going to be /contact, which is going to be the server plus that plus /contact, which is this one here. And again, it's a post. It's JSON with parameters, no authentication, and we're going to be adding the headers, which is the API key and secret. And the parameters, we need to set a parameter so that we can dynamically add this information here, and with whatever emails we capture from, say, from a form, like a form on your website or a form that you send out to your client for them or your prospect for them to fill out. So let's click on set parameters. So we've got the role, lead. Now for the role type, so we search it here. For role, there you go. So under role, there are three values that we can select from. We've got lead, prospect, and client. And that's why, well, for this demo, we're going to be using lead and then first name. So for this demo, I'm just, manually typing the informations here, but you can definitely, again, dynamically add things here from webhook. So whatever information you have in your webhook, on your webhook, means say from your website form, and send, and the webhook captures it and then pass it on to SuiteDash. So we've got email, and then we've got Skype, use a custom field, and then I have this information here. So before we hit on save and test, let's go to here to see whether that email exists or not. So once again, that's tester laster1 at OBI Services, and it's not here. Now let's go ahead and hit on save and test, and success. It says success true. You've got information's passed, and let's look for Skype. Oops. Oh, not this one. Let me just, where's this one first? And select for it here. There you go. So you've got Skype tester laster1, and then let's confirm it by going to SuiteDash contacts. There you go, tester laster1, and let's look for Skype. And as you can see, Skype is or was also added to the contact details. Now, there are also, let's go back to their documentation and to their attributes, meta attributes. This one here. Now, let me just explain this to you that we go all the way up. So there are also meta attributes that are binded under custom fields. Now, this requires a bit more technicality in terms of scripting to get or to pass the data from from your form to SuiteDash. Like for this example, we've got properties, and this is the ID and the custom field data ID, and we've got phone number and a lot more here. Now, and these are all binded under custom fields. So again, this requires a bit more technical know-how in terms of scripting JSON. Okay, so anyway, but this is something I haven't tested it yet, but I'm pretty sure that this can be also done inside FlowMattic, and I think other automation software can also do this, so long as they allow you to do some scripting for the parameters. But that is basically it. And let me know if you need any help with the automation with custom fields. We can definitely help you out with that. So once again, my name is Cliede, or I think I haven't introduced myself. My name is Cliede, and I'm with OBI Services. Just message me or reach out to our team at our website obi.services. Thank you.